எல்லாத்துலேயுமே வா.
Thank you so much for commenting about that. And like as soon as it went off, I was like, so did the lack of subtitles work for you or not work for you? So what happened with that for you? Because I didn't know how I felt about it either.
I tried.
But I think, actually, I guess I've been thinking about this topic anyway, the subtitles, because thankfully too, I don't know who organized how this all laid out, like which films in what order, but the next one came with subtitles, and then what happened? Yeah. We were all boop, 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 which is not a problem, but I do appreciate the fact that maybe the artist and the team, whatever, decided that we want you to look at the artist on the screen. That's how I felt, that's how I interpreted it, and I think there was so much beauty happening on the screen that we were just drawn in, like, okay, and I am a speech therapist, so I do work with people who don't speak a lot. So I have to watch faces. I've got to watch, emotions that are happening right now, in the moment, before you start crying because you can't say it or whatever. And then she's got all this stuff going on. So it kind of worked for me because I would never do that at home. I'm like, does it have subtitles? Does it have subtitles? I'm not going to watch a whole movie, hour film without subtitles. But for this one, and then just to close out, the subtitles weren't there. But that last animation with the sperm, I was like, okay, I needed that because I thought she might have been, because it looked like she was a sex worker. Yeah. Okay, lots of questions, and I love that because I think so much came through. I think everyone in the audience still got the point, and that I think was beautiful.
I actually understood what was going on, but I still didn't understand what was going on. So, down there mentioned pregnancy. I don't know what gave that away.
The animation at the end, I think, is what people were linking at first.
Because the term she kept repeating was she just kept asking all her clients whether they knew this girl called Mallika. And who Mallika was, I have no idea. Why she was searching for her, I have no idea. But I have absolutely no idea what was going on, even though I understood.
So I think film, most of all, is a visual storytelling medium. And so, especially when we don't understand the dialogue, I mean, for the person who did, but I didn't, that becomes more important and more evident, the visual storytelling aspect of it. I feel like there could have been more of a beginning, middle, and end to this short film, just so that way, because the acting was really strong and I could feel her emotional journey, but the story didn't feel strong to me, in a sense, because just at the end, then we're like left with the sense she's a sex worker and this, that, and the other, but I feel like there could have been more of a dramatic arc there. I also didn't, I felt like some of the choices in editing in certain cuts weren't as strong as they could be. Okay. Especially between, I think in the beginning the light was hitting against the wall and it cuts to her, and that cuts to a close-up of her flirting with the guy. And that felt weird to me. Then there was a jump cut at the end when she was looking in the window, and it didn't feel like an intentional choice, if that makes sense. And then also, just in terms of the sound editing, I felt like the dialogue and the sound effects were not perfectly matching up with the action in her lips and what she was saying, and that for me was a distraction. I'm not sure if it was an intentional choice again, but if it's intentional, it needs to be made clear. If not, it needs to be fixed.
Well, I just thought it was just visually gorgeous. The music was amazing. It was just beautifully shot. I love the use of colors, the contrasting colors showing the inner conflict. You couldn't help but see a conflict just based on the contrasting colors, the red and the blue, and the relationship that those two colors had to each other throughout the film. And then I didn't know all the details. I got the sex worker, I got the pregnancy, but what I didn't need was any more than that. What I got was a complete emotional journey from the actor. It was just, I love it.
So you didn't need the language?
No, that's what I was saying, is that I didn't need it. The actor and the cinematography and lighting were giving me everything I needed.
Perfect.
I agree. I think it was beautifully shot. The compositions were gorgeous. The way the light was playing on her face, and I think without the subtitles, there's definitely maybe a loss in a little bit of what she was saying, because she kept repeating the same line over and over again. I would have liked to have known that. However, watching her face, I can see what's happening behind her eyes, so I know she's going on an emotional journey. I did get that she was a sex worker, and that she was dealing with, I guess, the consequences of that. But it was just so beautifully shot that I was just captivated.
As you know, India has tons of languages. I thought I got it, but I lost it, but it was beautifully done. And the cinematography was good, the lighting was good. The director used really less equipment to get it. I mean, it's just one character in the movie. And she's been searching for Mallika. I really think she's been searching was herself before she joined as a the worker. Yeah, not the social worker. Yeah, the sex worker. You can say sex. Yeah. So that's what I got from it, but it was beautifully done. I loved it.
I thought it was beautifully shot. My question was, I did get the sex worker part before the animation, but I wanted to know, did she have like multiple personalities, or was that Mallika, like the person she was searching for? I thought she understood, so I'm like asking her the question, but that's what I was kind of like trying to figure out, if she had like multiple personalities. But you don't know what the actual film is?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Interesting from your point of view though, because that's not how I would have seen it. So I love getting to hear the different perspectives. So now we're going to